Long night last night, but interesting night last night. I'm sure that you're learning a lot of things, and I was just this morning taking a look on the presentation, and they are all very interesting. Good morning, everybody. As Ian says, my name is Linda Castaneda. I'm working at the University of Murcia in the southeast of Spain, in the southwest of Europe. And this morning I want to talk to you about something that you have touched in all your presentations. I want to talk to you about capabilities and competencies for the digital world. Not about digital competencies or digital capabilities. It's capabilities and competencies for the digital world. But exactly what it means. Every time that we speak about competencies or about capabilities, we are always thinking on the new jobs. And there is a mainstream discourse about the new jobs that are arriving to our lives in this new world. You're listening to app programmer. Have you heard about the new job of being an influencer or being a YouTuber or being, but who is for those kind of, or maybe a drone operator? Have you listened? Have you heard about these things? I have also listened about being a Uber operator or being a rider of delivering in a bicycle. Those are also new jobs that we haven't had 10 years ago. But the question is always we are talking about that, and we are focusing our competencies on that kind of jobs. Also, we are very, very worried about the automatization of processes, not only in companies, but in our daily life. Are you using any app for dating, for meeting new people? And those who are taking decisions about those things, we are automatizing this process. We are automatizing dating. We are automatizing reading. I have heard some of your presentations about reading. They are very interesting. What about automatization? What about robots? We have a lot of robots around us from a long time. Who's building our cars? Robots, for a long time ago. But now, who are cleaning some of our houses, delivering our food, they're robots doing these things. The question is that in this digital world, I don't want to talk to you about those new jobs, and I don't want to talk to you about robots or about automatization. In this digital world, one of the things that I really believe, and I truly believe that are the most important things, are related to your personal and human competencies. The human competencies that are more and more important for this digital world. And this digital world, in 2018, last year, the European Union changed the definition of the digital competence and include a long definition. And they change it from a very instrumental definition of what digital competence is to this new definition that I want to talk to you a bit more, especially about the first part. Digital competence involves the confident, critical, and responsible use of and engagement with digital technologies for learning, at work, and for participation in society. Take a look. Confident, critical, and responsible is not only uses, it's not only being able to do something with technology. It's not only being able to operate something that is very advanced. It's being able to use it in a confident, critical, and responsible way. What does it mean? Not only being able to take out data from any app for taking decisions about our learning, for example, in the use of personalized learning environment, but being able to take your decisions, being able to take your decisions with the data that you have, not only from your analog life, but also from all the tools that you have around for taking decisions about your personal learning environment, is being empowered. Being empowered of taking those data, or of taking of taking decisions, of using or not using, or using in one way or another the technology that we have around, is being able to be empowered. In the second part, this definition not only talk about confident, critical, and responsible, but talk about not only use of, but engagement. It's not only using the technology, it's being engaged of. And what is this about? This is about basically recreate things with technology. It's not only being able to send email with your email, or send messages, or being able to do videos. It's being able to create new content. Every time that you look at you, young people, using technology for TikTok, for YouTube, for Instagram, the question is not how to upload a photo. This is not a mystery. This is not a real important competence for you. The question is how to make this content meaningful. How to how to recreate a culture. How to be competent on recreate, on change arts, culture, readings. It's not only about reading the same books. It's about creating new kind of literature using this technology. It's about being meaningful. And for this, we need new competencies. This definition also put the emphasis on the use and engagement with digital technologies for learning, at work, and for participation. We are very focused on work. There are a lot of discourses about how to be competent for the new jobs, for new works, for competences for new work, and this is good. This is nice, because we need a job. We need to pay the bills. And also we need to be passionate about many things. And for it, there is also a lot of discourse about how to be competent for learning in this digital world. And this is important. But I miss many discourses about how to be competent for participating in this society with technology. It's not only about learning and working. It's also being part of this society. How to be competent to read the news, to take decisions, to take political decisions, to create and recreate the concept of democracy on this time. How to participate and how to make the participation meaningful. It's again about being meaningful. How to participate and for what. European Union is not the only that has rethink about digital competence in the last years. This is the digital competence redefinition from the International Society for Technology in Education, that is an American institute, but it's not the only one. There are many other people thinking about how to redefine our citizenship for this digital world. Because it's about being agents in the society. It's not about, the big change is to be users or to be agents of the digital society. Are you an agent of your digital society? Are you able to take advantage of all the data that you got? Are we aware of all the data that we have access to? Others have access to them, and we also have access to them. Can we use it in a meaningful way? This is digital agency. This is personal data literacy and digital agency. But what about being agents of the digital world? It's only about having your own competencies. When we propose, every time that we are thinking on solutions for facing those challenges in the digital educational and the digital education and in the digital world, we have to take into account that it's not only about increasing the competencies, but also to create the factors and the conditions to make people be the possibility, open the people to be the possibility of being agents of their digital life. And is conditions for being agents includes conditions for being together in a situation of acting, of enacting our competence. I can be a very, very, very good teacher with a lot of digital competencies. But if our educational system, the purpose of our education, if the condition of our schools, if the conditions of our society are not organizing these factors to allow me to be an agent of this digital education, it's very difficult to think on that. Every time that you propose a solution based on gamification is good, but how are you taking into account that this solution is not only for increasing the possibilities of people of doing individually something? How this solution that you are proposing are taking into account how social they are, how they are as a society, as individuals in society, how those solutions are increasing their possibilities of being agents of their own learning, reading, working, collaborating, how those solutions are there. This Digital Edu Hackathon is for those kind of things. It's for asking you to be an agent of this, for facing the challenges and try to get a solution from the technology, with the technology, across the technology, and trying to get a step in front. To do a step in front and say, this is what we can do, and this is what we can rethink for confronting those challenges. So this is the reason because it's so exciting to be here, because I really believe that you're getting in your hands those challenges and are trying to get meaningful approach to all these challenges and to use technology or to think about technology for surpassing or for proposing new things for those challenges. So thank you very much for your job, and thank you very much for your time right now. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Linda, the whole way from Spain there. Thank you for that presentation.
Thank you very much.
So I know that you couldn't make it yesterday, but were you checking out what was happening on Twitter?
In Twitter? And sorry?
Yeah, using the DigiEduHack hashtags. Have you been checking out what's been happening?
Yeah, I have seen it. And I have seen it not only from here, but also from Mexico, from Spain. Also, I have seen that Italy is getting a lot of hackathons. I think the Italian hackathon is very, very high. There are a lot of them. But I also this morning have seen some phases of the whole day, the whole night working, but I have seen very interesting things. Yeah, very interesting things.
Fantastic. I think we have some Italians in the house here as well. So.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. They're everywhere, you know. Spanish everywhere as well. Yeah.
That's true.
Nice.
That's true. But thank you once again for being here in Espoo.
Thank you very much.
Hope you enjoy the rest of your stay here.
Yes, of course. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.